Hi everyone, good day. Welcome back to our next video on Python programming. In this video, we will discuss about Python fundamentals, which includes keywords, identifiers, variables, indentation and comments. Let's get started. First, we will discuss about keywords. Keywords are the reserved words in Python, which has a predefined or specific meaning. As you can see here, these are the keywords in Python. They are all given in small case and are case sensitive, which means that it has to be written in small case only. We cannot change the case to uppercase except for the keywords true, false and none. These keywords cannot be used as a variable name. Now let us understand what is the usage of these keywords in Python. True, false and none. They are used for representing specific values in Python. True and false are used in logical expressions and represent the Boolean values true and false. None is used to represent that there is no value or it is null. Next, and, or, not, in and is. These are used to perform logical and comparison operations in Python. Next, we have if, else, else. These keywords are used to execute code blocks with conditional statements. Next, for, while, break, continue and else. These are used to control loop execution. Return and yield keywords are used for returning values from functions and generators. Next, def, class, with, as, pass, lambda. They are all used for defining structure of a program. Import from are used for importing symbols and modules in Python. Try, except, raise, finally, assert are used for handling exceptions in Python program. Asynchronous and await are used for asynchronous programming in Python, where async is used for defining a coroutine function and await will pause the execution of a coroutine function until its own coroutine function completes. Next, we will understand about identifiers. Identifiers are the names given to a variable, function or other entities in the program by the programmer. It is preferred to give short and meaningful names. There are certain rules for naming an identifier. The identifier can begin with a letter or an underscore. So when I say identifier, it can be a variable name or function name, anything. So when you are giving names for the variable, it can start with a letter or it can start with an underscore. The letter can be either uppercase or lowercase letter. Say for example, Python. So this is a valid identifier name. Or you can write the same name, identifier name as underscore Python. But identifiers cannot begin with a digit. So identifiers can be arbitrarily long. So you can even have a long name for identifiers. Identifiers can contain both letters as well as digits. It cannot begin with a digit, but it can have a combination of letters and digits. Identifiers are case sensitive. Say when I'm using a variable name Python, if it is written in small case, if all the letters are written in small case, the same variable name has to be used everywhere in the program. So it cannot be changed. So that is why we say it is case sensitive. Keywords cannot be used as an identifier name as keywords already have predefined meaning. They cannot be used as any identifier name. No special characters except underscore. Say for example, exclamatory mark, @ symbol, hash symbol. So no other special characters except underscore can be used as identifier name. So here we have some valid as well as invalid identifiers. Find out which are the valid identifiers and write down in the comment section. Next, we will understand about Python variables and comments. What is the variable? A variable is a name that refers to a value. Here we have a sample program to find the area of a circle. We have used variables like radius, pi and area. So these are the three variables we have used in this program. We have assigned the value 2 to the variable radius and 3.14 to the variable pi. We have used an assignment statement to assign the values to the variable. Variable refers to an object, an item or element that is stored in memory. That is, variables are reserved memory location that stores value. It is called as variable because it can change over time. Variable declaration is implicit in Python, which means variables are automatically declared and defined when they are assigned a value for the first time. So here we have another variable area, which is assigned with an expression pi into radius where we are calculating the area of the circle. So here the values of the variable will be substituted and evaluated and then assigned to the variable area. So here we have values for pi and radius, which is already assigned. So variables must always be assigned values before they are used in expression. Wherever a variable name occurs in an expression, the interpreter replaces it with the value of that particular variable. A good programming practice is that we have to use appropriate variable names. So here for the value pi, we have assigned the value 3.14. So instead of pi, we can use other variable names also. It means the same to the interpreter, but for the person who is reading the program, to have a better readability, we have to give appropriate variable names. Next is the comments. They are added to the purpose of making the source code easier for humans to understand. A comment always starts with a hash sign. Here, the first line in this program, that is hash, program to find the area of the circle, indicates that it is a comment statement. Everything which follows this hash sign till the end of that line is treated as a comment. Comments are not executed by interpreter. It simply ignores the comment statement. Comments are generally given so that anybody who reads the program easily understand what is the program about, mainly for documentation purpose. Next, we will see what is Python indentation. Indentation refers to the space at the beginning of a code line. Here we have a sample program to find whether a given number is odd or even. In this program, you can see in line number 3, we have a space at the beginning of the code line. So this is called as indentation. Indentation in Python is very important as it indicates a block of code. Here, this print statement in line number 3 belongs to the if statement. So they together form a block of code. Similarly, the next print statement, which is having a white space before it, it belongs to the else statement. So they together form a block of code. So indentation is very, very important and it specifies a block of code. If you do not give proper indentation, Python will give error. So it is a very important part of Python programming. Hope this video was useful to you. Kindly like, share and subscribe. We will meet in the next video. Thank you.